You can eat every superfood. You can hit the gym 5 days a week. You can feel strong, energized, and healthy, and still be living in one of the unhealthiest food environments on Earth. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Health isn't just about what you eat. It's about the system you live inside. That's why Japan, with almost no diet influencers, no calorie counting apps, and no biohacking, stays one of the leanest countries in the world. While America, obsessed with fitness trends, keeps getting sicker. And no, it's not genetics. It's not discipline. And it's definitely not because they just eat sushi. I've lived in both countries. And once you see the differences, you can't unsee them. Let's start with the numbers. Japan's obesity rate is around 3 to 4%. America's sits near 30%. That's not a small gap. That's a completely different reality. And when obesity rises, everything else follows. Diabetes, heart disease, cancer, hormonal issues, chronic inflammation. Japan isn't perfect, but it consistently ranks far lower in these conditions than the US. So what's actually protecting them? In Japan, exercise doesn't feel like a task. It's invisible. Public transportation is so reliable that owning a car often feels unnecessary. Most train or subway stops leave you within a 15 to 20-minute walk of wherever you're going. That means people walk every single day, without trying. No step goals. No fitness trackers. No motivation speeches. Just movement. And here's something wild. Eating while walking is socially discouraged. So more walking actually equals less snacking. In America, movement is something you have to add. In Japan, movement is something you'd have to remove. That difference matters. When I first moved to Japan, I remember feeling disappointed by the food portions. They were smaller, cleaner, less dramatic. But over time, something changed. I stopped feeling stuffed. My energy stabilized. And my hunger cues started making sense again. Food in Japan costs more, so people naturally eat less of it. At one point, Americans consumed over 3,600 calories per day. Japanese people averaged around 2,700. That's a massive difference. Americans spend less money on food, but eat way more calories. Cheap calories are everywhere, especially liquid calories. Sugary drinks might be one of the biggest health differences nobody wants to admit. Americans drink multiple times more soda than people in Japan. And soda doesn't fill you up. It spikes blood sugar. And it trains your brain to crave more sweetness. In Japan, soda exists, but it's not the default. Which leads to something powerful. In Japan, tea is automatic. Restaurants bring it without asking. Vending machines sell it everywhere. People drink it with meals. Green tea contains compounds linked to lower inflammation, better blood sugar control, reduced cancer risk. But the biggest benefit is simple. White right pointing backhand index tea replaces soda. No willpower required. No health lecture needed. Your default choice shapes your health more than your motivation ever will. Here's a surprise. Japan is not low carb. Rice is everywhere. But when you combine wheat and rice together, Japan and America consume similar total grain amounts. The difference? White right pointing backhand index, Japan eats far less wheat. Wheat contains gluten, specifically a protein called gliadin, which research suggests can increase gut inflammation, disrupt the intestinal barrier, worsen insulin sensitivity in some people. Not everyone reacts the same. But replacing wheat-heavy foods with rice may reduce metabolic stress for millions of people, without them even realizing it. Japan's diet is packed with fermented foods, not as a trend, but as tradition. Miso, natto, pickled vegetables, fermented fish, soy sauce, kimchi. Modern science now shows the gut microbiome influences, body fat storage, blood sugar levels, inflammation, even mood and anxiety. Studies have transferred obesity through gut bacteria alone. Fermented foods help support beneficial microbes, the ones linked to better metabolism and immune health. In Japan, these foods aren't labeled superfoods. They're just normal food. Americans eat nearly double the meat per person compared to Japan. But it's not just quantity, it's type. Japan eats far more fish, which means more omega-3 fats, less inflammatory load. And here's something most people overlook: organ meats. While Americans mainly eat muscle meat, Japan still consumes liver, intestines, skin, cartilage, bone broth. These parts contain nutrients muscle meat lacks, especially glycine, an amino acid linked to lower inflammation, improved insulin response, better blood pressure, longer lifespan in animal studies. Eating the whole animal creates balance. In Japan, school meals are taken seriously. They are planned by nutritionists, cooked mostly from scratch, served in classrooms. Kids eat together. Manners are taught. And sugary drinks are not allowed. Compare that to ultra-processed lunches and unlimited sweet drinks elsewhere, and the long-term impact becomes obvious. Japan doesn't rely on diet trends, extreme restriction, fitness obsession. Instead, it has smaller portions, less processed food, more daily movement, better defaults. They eat real food, not food-like products. Health isn't forced. It's designed. And that's the lesson. If you live in an unhealthy system, discipline will always feel hard. But if your environment works with you, health becomes the path of least resistance. Japan proves that. And the question isn't, why are they healthier? The real question is, why did we build a system that makes health so difficult?